haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to the haunted house party, where the party is so good the guests stay for eternity. Literally. Anyway, at tonight's affair, we are honored to have a most gifted and entertaining mystery guest. Now, let the the party begin, and see if you can guess his identity.
Is this a gorgeous night or what?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks?
I ain't never heard of a light that could break your window, except maybe that laser one from Star Wars.
Sorry, I was just trying to be romantic. But perhaps it came off a little too tragic.
Nah, it wasn't bad. You actually talked pretty good, you sweet talker, you.
You think so? Well, I have done a little writing.
Yeah? TV?
No, milady. I have written more than 150 sonnets in some 36 plays.
Holy macaroni!
Holy macaroni. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that piece. Is it comedy or tragedy?
It's more of a pasta. Any of your plays ever run on Broadway?
Broadway? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the term.
You know, Broadway in New York.
You what?
York!
Of course. Alas, poor Yorick. One of my better lines.
Yeah, right. Listen, with all that stuff you wrote, you must know a lot of famous people.
Verily, as the Bard of Avon, I knew Othello, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear.
Ooh, royalty!
If I'm not too forward, there is one question I wanted to ask.
Of course, you silver-tongued devil. Ask away.
Thank you. To be or not to be, that is the question.
Oh, wait a minute. I know who you are.
Wait! Before you reveal his identity, let's give our viewers a chance to guess. He's a playwright who was known as the Bard of Avon, who wrote plays like Othello, Macbeth, and Hamlet with such wonderful lines like, to be or not to be.
Hey, big guy, that's my line. I'm William Shakespeare. And now, if you don't mind, I must take my leave before the curtain goes up at the Old Globe.
As you like it, Bill. See you all at the next spooky haunted house party.
Next game coming up. Game cartridge loading. Check. Revolting Slob!
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Observe. Hello, Revolting Slob. I'd like to teach the viewers a few new words. My goodness, are you eating packing material? Let's take a closer look. What? You are. You're eating styrofoam.
Taste good.
Now, audience, please don't try this at home. Okay, is what the Revolting Slob eating A, indiscernible, B, indigestible, or C, indistinguishable? The answer is B, indigestible, meaning impossible to digest or tough on the tummy. Well, Revolting Slob, perhaps you should put those away. They're not good for you.
Yes, they are.
I don't think so. Now, the Revolting Slob thinks styrofoam is good for you. Is he A, inaccurate, B, incapable, or C, inspirational? The correct answer is A, inaccurate, which means wrong, wrong, wrong. Those styrofoam pieces are terribly bad for you.
More!
Really, Revolting Slob, you've got to believe me. Those things are nasty.
No, they're not.
Yes?
They're not.
You're so insistent. Audience, when the revolting slob gets like this, is he being A, adequate, B, adamant, or C, atomized? Bless you. The correct answer is adamant, which means stubborn as a mule.
No!
I rest my case. Shall we review? The revolting slob is eating styrofoam bits which are completely indigestible.
Good for you.
He says they are good for you, which is inaccurate.
Good for you. Good.
The revolting slob is adamant that styrofoam is good for you. And that's all for today. Thank you, revolting slob. Oh, and by the way, atomize means to be reduced to tiny particles. No slobs were hurt in the filming of this show.
Watch your backs! Coming through, coming through! Greetings. Game cartridge loading, loading, loading. Think! Tank!
Ahoy, me land jamming friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his sub.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you three things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his crews go down the drain.
Like I said, we got three things. A computer, the stock market, and the car. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level's dropping. A computer, the stock market, and the car. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things that can crash. Be careful out there. A computer can crash, the stock market can crash, and buckle up because a car can crash too. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these three got in common.
What's this now? We got a hair on your head, an atom, and a banana. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The water's already running away. You got a hair on your head, an atom, and a banana. Hurry! That drain be clogging. Time's up, man. They're all things that split. Ain't that grand? You can split hairs. Scientists can split an atom. And you can make a banana split. Delicious. Well, that's it for today. Join me and me take next time for another round.
We have Captain Bob. Now he's jamming in his sub.
Work. Game time in 10 seconds. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Starting with this animal right here. Poop or scoop? Sharks have a poorly developed sense of smell and must rely on good eyesight to catch their prey. What do you think? If you agree that sharks don't smell too good, vote scoop. But if you think that's a stinking lie, vote poop. It's pure poop. Sharks don't rely just on their eyesight. They have an incredible sense of smell. It's so good, they can detect a drop of blood in the ocean more than 600 feet away. Okay, here we go again. Poop or scoop? Crocodiles can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. If you think that's the truth, vote scoop. If you think it's a crock, vote poop. Do crocodiles run at 30 miles per hour? It's poop. Pure poop. Crocodiles aren't that fast. In fact, out of the water, they can travel at 10 miles per hour, but only over very short distances. Okay, kids, here's a good one. Poop or scoop? The mosquito is the most dangerous creature on Earth. Do you believe that? If you do, scoop. If you don't, poop. The answer is, believe it or not, it's the straight scoop. In Africa, some mosquitoes carry malarial fever. They pass the malaria on to humans when they bite them. As many as 2.5 million Africans die from malaria each year. That makes mosquitoes more deadly to humans than all other creatures combined. Next question for you. Do millipedes really have 1,000 legs? If you think that they do, go for the scoop. But if you think that's one creepy crawly lie, pile on the poop. The answer is pure poop. Millipedes don't have 1,000 legs. The largest live in South Africa, but they only have 710 legs. Still, that's more limbs than any other creature alive. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.